Dave Allen beating Filip Hrgović sounds irrational until you study the creativity, the context and the timing. The technical details, the psychology and the observation are all needed to survive at heavyweight. And because Dave Allen's secret is not only power, it is belief mixed with experience and a growing confidence to be the best version of himself. So let's talk about levels. What is Dave Allen's level? That is the question. The rematch against Johnny Fisher that revitalized his career and reminded people that Allen has timing, creativity, psychology, and genius under pressure. Technically, he knows the science of boxing better than people admit. His observation inside the matrix of chaos is underrated. Now he has an opportunity to make a real impact. Think of this. Levels only matter until a man breaks through them. The opponent. Now Hrgović presents a real problem. He can dominate a fight with the jab, control distance with technical discipline, and land the right hand with frightening accuracy. Against David Adelaide, he showed punch creativity, timing, psychology, and observation inside of heavyweight violence. This is the science of boxing, when size meets intent. Dave cannot admire him or admire his work. Think of this, respect the danger, then open the door. So let's speak about confidence. Now confidence is vital. It's vital in boxing because a fighter must make decisions while pain, fear, fatigue and consequence are all screaming at the same time. A confident fighter reacts faster, commits harder and trusts the shot he has prepared. Dave Allen's confidence has clearly increased. He seems more focused, he seems more determined and more optimistic about what his career has become. That must be developed. That must be developed further in his camp. Why? Why is that? It's because belief has to be trained, just like fitness. So think of this. A confident man can walk into fire and still see a path. So what does he need to do? It's a viable question. Dave Allen, in my opinion, cannot stand in range. He cannot stand in range and let Filip Hrgović build, let him build rhythm. He, Dave Allen, has to apply intelligent front foot pressure, not reckless pressure, what they call educated pressure. He must make the jab miss by slipping small, stepping in and forcing Filip Hrgović to reset. I think that's essential. Then he needs the overhand right, probably behind the feint or behind the double jab, because the feint and the double jab can create the reaction and the reaction can create the opening. The left hand to the body. He has a good left hand to the body, but it needs to be thrown intelligently, maybe with a feint or maybe the right hook to the head and then left hook to the body, or left hook to the head followed by the left hook to the body. He needs to throw it intelligently. Once inside, he needs to put the head on the chest and then explode in the pocket. Let the hands go, but be defensively responsible. Think of this. The safest place near a sniper is sometimes right under the rifle. So let's address Dave's psychology, and let's preface that by stating that psychology is clearly important in boxing. A boxer with a negative psychology is unlikely to win. So positive psychology is so essential. Now Dave Allen's psychology for this fight might be his strongest weapon. There's a caveat there for this fight. He of course has been written off before, hurt before, mocked before and doubted before. That creates scars, physical and literal, but it also creates freedom. How so? Dave Allen is not expected to win, so the pressure sits predominantly on Hrgović. Now Dave Allen can fight with hunger, with humour and a dangerous kind of calm. He knows this opportunity is rare and that can sharpen the mind. I guess the key here is staying positive without becoming emotional. Think of this. The man with nothing to lose can become the man nobody wants to face. So in boxing, there's always variables. In life, there's always variables. In different sports, there's always variables. You could have a bad night's sleep. You could have an injury. You could have a bad camp. These can impact and affect the outcome of a fight. So in that sense, boxing is never just two men and a prediction. There are variables, like I've stated, whether it's the injuries, the weight, sparring, a poor camp, or a perfect camp, positive psychology, negative psychology, whether your confidence is rising, or what about if your confidence is absolutely collapsing? You could have one cut, one bad round, one mistake, and one punch can change the entire story. That can change your confidence from a 10 to a 1. Filip Hrgović might be technically superior, but superiority still has to survive the night. Dave Allen needs to drag the fight. He needs to drag the fight into uncertainty, because uncertainty creates opportunity. Think of this, boxing is planned in camp, but decided in chaos. And when we talk about cultural impact, I think some people underestimate it. They think it's all about the money. And money is essential, it's very important. But often the byproduct of a lot of money is a lot of cultural impact. Now, Dave Allen has a real British following because people, they connect with him. I think they connect with the honesty. He is not polished like a manufactured star. He's not manufactured. He just feels very human. That is powerful. If he performs well, even in defeat, his brand keeps growing. If he wins, everything changes. Everything changes. More opportunities, more bigger fights, bigger platforms, even more respect. British boxing loves a comeback story, let's be honest. It just emotionally drives us. And Allen's story already has pain. His story has like pain, humor, failure, resilience, and ultimately redemption. Think of this. Sometimes the people's champion becomes dangerous because the people believe first. So in a sense, this is the moment. It is a moment, and it may be the moment, depending on what happens. This is the moment, or could be the moment, for Dave Allen to really, really shine. Not just to survive, like he may have done in the past, not just to be brave, but to compete. Not just to, compete with Hrgović, but to hurt Hrgović, to make him uncomfortable, and to force the boxing world to take a look. A victory could earn him something huge, maybe a major fight, maybe a title route, maybe the biggest payday of his life, or more paydays. These moments, they don't come often, and when they do come, a fighter, a warrior, they must seize them. Think of this, history does not wait for the perfect man, it waits for the one who is ready. So in conclusion, perhaps Dave Allen's secret weapon against Hrgović is not hidden in just one punch, even if it ends in one punch. It is hidden in pressure, belief, timing, toughness, and the ability to make the fight uncomfortable. Let's be real honest here. Let's be really honest. Filip Hrgović is dangerous. He's accurate and he's technically sharp. He has a very good jab and he really lets that right hand go. He's very comfortable with that right hand, very sharp, very technical and very accurate with it. But Dave Allen's path is real. He must close the distance, but do it intelligently. Attack the body, but do it intelligently. Smother the power, but do it intelligently. And turn the fight into a battle of will. And let's be honest here, Filip Hrgović is also a warrior. But turning it into a battle of will, Dave Allen's chances grows exponentially. Now, nobody is saying that Dave Allen should be the favourite, but boxing is not built on favourites. It's built on moments. It's built on significant moments. Think of this. Every man is mortal, therefore every man can be beaten. When it comes to this fight, there are so many questions. So many questions, like for example, can Dave Allen deal with Filip Hrgovic's jab? Can he deal with his jab? And can he offer his own jab? Could he offer his own double jab? And could he dominate in the jab space, or at least compete? Can Dave Allen land the left hook to the body? That is a powerful shot. That's a knockout shot, especially if he sets it up right. If he catches and counters, he can have real success there. Can Dave Allen close the distance? Can he put the majority of the fight into the pocket? Will the cuts open up for Filip Hrgović? Who knows? It's possible. And how will Dave Allen react to that? Often when cuts open up, it's important to make the appropriate adjustments. Don't just aim for the cut. Aim for a deflection, which will enable you to land the punch to the cut. Because if you just focus on aiming for the cut, that actually can limit your tools. And one important thing for Dave Allen is, can he counter Filip Hrgovic's backhand? Because you need to try and take that backhand away from him. Ultimately, you want to take away the jab and take away the backhand. And can he surprise Filip Hrgovic? You know, can he surprise him with something, whether it's work rate, boxing intelligence, front foot pressure, footwork, etc.? And who is mentally stronger? I guess we'll find out. But hopefully, it'll be a great fight. So that's the end of the video. Now I'm trying to build a digital boxing community. That means I'm interested in your comments, I'm interested in your questions, and I'm interested in your observations. Now, if you want to support the channel, simply like and subscribe. And if you want to watch more content like this, then simply click here or click here. As always, thanks for your time. It is much appreciated.